Welcome back to another episode of Coffee with Khalipa. This is just a short format podcast where we dive into something that I'm thinking about this upcoming week. And of course, we should all be drinking a little bit of coffee. Now, this week, I'm actually at our Campbell location, just finished working out, fired up, ready to rock. For those of you who are watching this on camera, I do have a sweaty shirt on, and it is time to crush this week. So something that's fresh on my mind. I just got back. If any of you have been listening to our episodes with Gabe, you know that I went and I was working with Border Patrol. And while I was down there, I put on a seminar in regards to fitness and things to think about based on my background CrossFit. And I brought up three particular things to consider when you're, in addition to AMRAPs, EMOMs, how to warm up, etc. I came up with I share with them three big picture concepts. And I thought I'd just start off with number one, then go into number two, maybe another week coming up, and then three, another week coming up. So the first one that I talked about, and one that I want to dive into in this short format podcast here, is this idea of moving a large load a long distance quickly when it comes to your fitness. And this was really kind of popularized by CrossFit, in particular Greg Glassman and his contributions to the fitness space. But what we'd always talk about is this idea of large load, long distance quickly would equal, your average power. And there's like this equation. But at the end of the day, it's not about creating power output necessarily and bragging about how much power you created. It's about the impact that you could have with specific movements on your body if you think about which ones incorporate a large load a long distance quickly. An example would be if you're looking for movements in your fitness that really pack a big punch. Examples would be like a burpee. Examples would be a thruster. Examples would be a deadlift, a back squat. Any of these compound, multi-joint, moving a large load a long distance relatively fast, they place a huge strain on your body, which creates adaptation. And so one of the theories I was sharing with them, and this is fresh on my mind because I just got done doing plate ground overhead in the gym, and I used plate ground overhead as an example for the Border Patrol, was this idea that you're able to take an object all the way from the ground, all the way over your head. What muscle groups does it incorporate? I don't know, a lot. But it has a moderate load in this case, and you're moving it such a long distance that it provides a lot of strain in your body, which then creates your body to want to make adaptations to that. And so the first thing I wanted to share about in regards to these three key tips I was talking about with Border Patrol is this idea of moving a large load a long distance quickly. So when you're looking at your fitness and you're thinking about, man, how do I improve my fitness? Well, of course, I think you should utilize our app, the NCFIT app, or utilize the collective if you're a gym owner. But if you're just looking to create your own workouts, think about ways you can move your body through long ranges of motion and or take an external object through long ranges of motion. That is going to be a great way for you to stimulate your body, work a bunch of different muscle groups, and see great adaptation. Now, should you also do, isolated muscle groups? Sure, if you want to. But in general, what I've seen more success with, more times than not, if you have a limited amount of time and you're looking for the biggest bang for your buck, think about movements that take your body through a long range of motion quickly, and those also that you can load up, like a deadlift, like a thruster, like a power clean and jerk, like a snatch, that really take those objects a long distance because they pack a big punch. So motivation for this week, if you're kind of dreading your workouts, think about a short effective one, 10, 20, 30 minutes. Take a large load, move it a long distance, and do that quickly. And if you're looking for inspiration, make sure you check out the NCFIT app. And if you're a gym owner, make sure you check out the NCFIT Collective. I hope you guys are enjoying these Coffee with Khalipas. They're just short format podcasts. Things are on my mind. I shared this information with the Border Patrol. I want to make sure I laid the framework for you guys. That's number one. I got a few more coming up in future Coffee with Khalipas. Keep getting after it. Have an awesome week. Let's go.